Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make photos beautiful by manipulating the colors in Photoshop and how to color grade your photos. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and also turn on notifications so YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. The first thing you have to do in the process of color grading your photos is to press Ctrl J on your keyboard. So once you press Ctrl J on your keyboard, you are going to create a new layer. So we are going to open our camera raw filter settings now. So you have to click this filter, then you go to camera raw filter. So if you click on it, it will open, or you just press Ctrl Shift A on your keyboard and the camera raw filter is going to open. And once the camera raw filter has opened, you have to go to color. So you are going to see light, colors, effect, curves, and the rest. Just in case you are using the older version of camera raw filter, I'll advise you to upgrade your camera raw filter. Go to Google and download camera raw filter. Then you are going to install it to upgrade the camera raw filter in Photoshop. Or if you have one of the latest version of Photoshop, you are going to get the latest camera raw filter. So if you click on color, you are going to see temperature, you are going to see tint, you are going to see vibrance and saturation. So for the saturation, we want to make the saturation 15. Then for the vibrance, we want to increase it a little bit to 10. And you are going to see that the colors is going to pop a little bit. So the next thing we have to do now is to close this color and click on blue primary. So if you want to get the blue primary, you have to click on calibration. And once the calibration has opened, just look for blue primary. And under blue primary, you are going to see saturation. So increase the blue primary to 15. If we increase it more, you are going to see that the colors is going to pop more on the photo. So we have to just increase it a little bit. And let me just leave it at 15. I think 15 is better. So we are going to close the calibration now. And we have to go to color grading. If you open color grading, you are going to see midtones, shadows, and highlight. So for this midtone, we have to increase the midtone a little bit. Just watch what I'm doing. I'm going to left click on this cycle, this smaller cycle for the midtone. So once I left click on it, I'm going to drag it up. So if I drag it to any color, you are going to see that the color of our photo is going to change. So if you drag this small cycle to the edge, the colors will become too much. So you have to drag it a little bit far from the smaller dots in the center of the cycle. So you have to drag it a little bit. So we are just going to drag this now for the photo to orange. We want the midtone to look orange because of the skin. So we are going to drag it like this a little bit. So for the highlight, we want to make the highlight to look a little bit blue. So we are just going to move the highlight to light blue. And I think the highlight looks better. So what I'm just going to do next is to go to light and increase the exposure a little bit. And for the shadows, we want to increase the shadows a little bit. And after you are done, you have to edit the background. So in camera raw filter, you can edit the subject and you can also edit the background. So if you click on this tool here, which is the masking, M-A-S-K-I-N-G, if you click on it, the masking section is going to open. Then you can edit subject, you can edit sky, and you can edit background. So if we left click on background, the background editing section is going to open. You are going to see that it will show analyzing on the screen. And once the background section has opened, you can see that Photoshop is going to select the background. So you have to scroll down now, scroll down to color. So for the background, we want to change the temperature of the background to look more blue because we want the background to look blue. So for the tint of the background, we want to increase the tint a little bit because we want to make it look blue and purple. So if you increase the background tint, you are going to see what will happen. And I want to tell you something about this temperature and tint. If you want the background to look more warm, you can increase the temperature. If you want the background to look cold or cool, you can reduce the temperature. And for tint will help you either remove the green from the background or increase the purple on the background. So if we increase the purple to 100, you are going to see that the green is going to disappear. And if you reduce the tint, you are going to see that the green is going to pop on the background. So we're just going to leave these two plus 10 for the purple and minus 74 for the background. So we are just going to go down now. You are going to see saturation for the background. You can also increase the saturation a little bit. So I think we are done with the background, but let me just increase the light a little bit for the background and increase the contrast. I think the contrast looks better. And let's just reduce the black. So once we are done with the background, I'm going to click on the normal editing, which is the basic section of the camera raw filter. So we are going to go to color mixer, and if you click on color mixer, you are going to see mixer and point color. So let's click on mixer first. Then for the color mixer, we are going to increase the orange, which is the skin color. We want to make it to look light. So if you go to luminance, you can increase the orange. If you increase the orange, you are going to see that the skin color is going to become light under the luminance. So for the luminance, we have to increase it a little bit because we want the skin to look light. So for the saturation, you can either increase or reduce the saturation of the skin. We have increased the saturation before, so let's just leave it to +8. Then for the luminance, you can just increase it a little bit to 25. And once we are done, you can also go to the point color. So this point color will help you to edit individual colors in your photo. So if you left click on this sample point color, you can then use this sample point color to pick individual colors in your photo. So if I left click on this green, you are going to see that this green is going to come out in the point color. You are going to see the green icon is going to show. So for this green, you can manipulate this specific green that you just point at. You can manipulate it. So if we go to saturation and reduce it, you are going to see that that green is going to reduce in saturation, like the color of the green is going to reduce. So let's go back and change it to U, and you can see that you can also manipulate the green to become blue, or you can manipulate it to become yellow. Let's go back again. Then for the luminance, you can reduce the brightness of the green and you can increase the brightness of the green. So what we are going to do now is we are just going to increase the brightness of the green because of the luminance. Then you are going to see other settings. If I left click on blue, you are going to see blue is going to show. So for this blue, you can change the hue of the blue, like you can manipulate the colors to become a different colors entirely. This is the before and this is after. You can see that we have changed this blue to become purple. But if I leave it like this, the colors of our background is going to become scattered. We don't want it to become scattered. We want a simple blue color on the background. You can also adjust the luminance, the saturation, and the hue of the background. So you can increase the luminance a little bit to become more bright for the blue. Let's just try this color and see if it's going to pick for this specific color. So I'm just going to left click on the color picker. So if I left click on it, we are going to select this specific color for the hair. So what I'm just going to do now is to increase the luminance for the hair because we want the hair to look bright. We are just going to increase the brightness for it to be 75. So once we have increased the brightness, for the saturation also, we are going to increase the brightness. And if we increase the brightness, you are going to see that the color of the hair is going to change. But let's just reduce the saturation and see it will become more white. And you can see that the photo is now looking more beautiful and the photo is looking amazing. You can then click OK on the camera raw filter. So if you click OK, you are going to see what will happen on this specific photo. So let's look at the before and the after. You can see how the photo looks beautiful. This is before and this is after. You can see that we color grade the hair. We bring out the amazing beauty of the hair. Then we also bring out the amazing beauty of the background. And we also bring out the blue because we make the blue to look bright and the green to look bright. We also make the skin colors to pop because we want a more lighter orange color on the skin or chocolate color on the skin. You can see the before and the after. So this is the best way that you can color grade your photos. And another thing I want to tell you is that if you want to color grade the eye, look at this specific eye. If you want to color grade it, you can press Ctrl J on your keyboard again, then go to actions. If you don't have these actions, make sure you get Dirty Studio Magic Retouching Pack in the link in the description of this video. So once you click the link in the description of this video, you're going to see how to get Dirty Studio Magic Retouching Pack. So once you have get it, you have to click on the Dirty Eyes action. So for the Dirty Eyes action, you have to click on Eyes Beauty Effect. So once we click on Eyes Beauty Effect and I zoom in the photo and select my brush and make sure the foreground color is white, then we are going to use the brush and paint around this eye. And if you look at my Instagram photo, you are going to see that the eyes is beautiful for most of the photos that I edit. You are going to see that the eye is looking beautiful. It's because of this tool that I use. So we are just going to reduce the opacity now. So once you reduce the opacity, the effect is going to reduce. Let's just remove this thing. You can see the before and the after. So you can reduce it a little bit also. Because this one is more lower than this one, what you are just going to do now is to reduce the effects for this specific eye. So I'm just going to left click and reduce it a little bit. Then I'm going to go to opacity and increase it because we want these two eyes to look the same. So this is the before and this is the after. So if you are done, you can also merge all these layers together. Then press Ctrl J again, click on the camera raw filter. We are just going to go to color. So under color, we are going to reduce the temperature a little bit. So let's just reduce it to -58. Then I'm just going to click OK. Then I'm going to hold Alt on my keyboard or the Option key if you are using Mac. Just hold it, Alt on your keyboard. Then you left click to create a new layer mask. So once the layer mask has been created, select your brush. Make sure the foreground color is white. And then we are going to paint on these eyes because we want to add more colors to the eyes. So just do this specific thing on the eyes. You can add more colors, and if you are done, go to camera raw filter again and then create orange. You can add green, and you are going to see that if you paint these eyes and do your own design, the eyes is going to become beautiful. So if you go to Dirty Studio page on Instagram, you are going to see how I make the eyes look beautiful. And in my next tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make the eyes look beautiful. So this photo is now looking amazing. Let's go and see the before and the after. This is the before and this is the after. So this is how you can color grade your photos, and this is how you can make your photos look beautiful. And if you are a new photographer, or if you don't want to edit your photos, you can send the photos to me through Instagram. So just contact Dirty Studio on Instagram. The page is verified, and I will help you to edit your photos, and in a short period of time. I deliver photos in 24 hours, and I also give the best editing results for you. So if you're a photographer that shoots many bulk photos and you don't want to waste your time to edit, contact Dirty Studio on Instagram and I'll help you edit your photos to become more beautiful and more amazing. And we are done with this tutorial. Thank you for watching. If this video was very helpful to you, subscribe for more videos, turn on notifications so YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video, and leave a like to help the channel out.